Lovely people, welcome to the channel. Frank Valkyrie here. This is a first for me. John Parr, Sound Elmo's Fire, Man in Motion official music video. Alright, let's do this. We're trying other stuff, okay? Your support would be nice. Not just click on Brazilian stuff or you know what I mean? Let's go. I must have heard other song of this guy. Like the breathy voice, absolutely stunning. The hair and those cottoned hair, right? Should we bring them back? I'm kind of a fan of it. Let's bring those back. I also don't think I've seen this movie. I mean, there's so much to say here. Like, this is the type of cheese that, you know, also when glam rock went a little bit too far, was getting a little bit too self-indulgent a little bit. And I always like to talk about this period because I think it's one of the first time that you start to have, like, you know, when something started to trend so heavily and they start to refine around the trend, the music industry, and you had more of the same. Everybody was trying to capitalize on that moment of that style with that sound. So, but the other side is like, you know, even though there are so many of those, let's say, similar song with similar sound, now you look back to them, you know, and even though perhaps this was meant more as a, I don't know, exercise in catching the wave, right? Perhaps from the standpoint of view of record label, you still listen to this and you're like, you know what? I like this cheese. I recognize many of the actors here. I think this is the brother of Charlie Sheen. This other guy was probably in the Breakfast Club, like the other movie, right? Like the Brat Pack, like those actors. But I never watched this movie. I don't know this song. Not even I. I don't know. I cannot really recall it, honestly. Oh, Andy McDowell. Okay, it's probably gonna get a fade out here. The funny thing is that, like, literally, they shot the video around the movie, and at the end, the video includes the actors as well. I mean, there is a type of nostalgia that actually, we're not gonna have this time anymore. And for some reason, was great. Even though I was a child here in the '80s, right? It's not that it was really my time. I was a kid. Some of this movie I watched it later on, maybe in the early '90s. When they came on TV, right? Because I never watched those movies in the theater. My parents didn't bring me often to the cinema. So, yeah, I was like mid '80s. I was like 10 or something. So, but still, there's a nostalgia this time, like this American style, this American music, this type of cheese and rock and roll that had some type of beauty that, yeah, I think people were happy and they didn't know, even though no time is perfect, of course, and with the glazing of the memories and the nostalgia, everything gets a little bit better. But there's some merit to it, right? A lot of those guys, they were really great, right? Even though, like, if you didn't have this type of voice at the time, probably you wouldn't work much. But it's a testament of how much they went to pick up artists, which they were actually quite great. Not just somebody average, like great voices, man. I wonder what this guy is doing, if he's still around doing, tour, or the band still exists at all. Maybe tonight that's what I'm gonna watch. We got also a little bit the higher note here at the end. Nice run and falsetto. Pretty cool, man. Nice. John Parr on Elmo's Fire. All right, Man in Motion is the movie. Maybe I look for the movie. I kind of feel in the mood of some '80s comedy, romantic young comedy. How about you? Have you watched the movie? Do you know this song? Rate it underneath. Leave a comment. Also, if you want to see some of my other stuff, I would appreciate that. And I'll catch you later. Ciao.